Owning a puppy can be really fun, and having a puppy in your home is an enjoyable experience. But there will be some times when you will be home and you will want your puppy out, but you won't want your puppy right beside you or right on top of you because you've got stuff to do. You got to make dinner, you have to attend to your children, you have to do something that requires your attention, but yet you do want your puppy out and about. So we have to talk about functional ways to keep your puppy occupied. Most dogs are food motivated, and most dogs like a mental challenge. So there's a variety of different chew toy devices that force your dog to work for a treat, for some sort of a payoff. And because it requires some work, in many cases it will keep your dog focused on that task, so it's not eating your things or getting into trouble. And that's a win for everybody. So we have created an Occupy Your Puppy assortment where it's all stuff geared towards that goal of keeping your puppy busy so it doesn't cause you extra trouble. So the first thing that I like to talk about that is good for almost every breed is the Puff and Play. So this in and of itself is a fairly durable polymer, but what's really cool about it is it has these little Himalayan nuggets. The Himalayan nuggets go in this slot, and a neat characteristic of the Himalayan nugget is that they inflate, they puff up once they're microwaved. And so what you do is you take this critter, you put them in the microwave, you put a Himalayan nugget in there, microwave for about 1.5 minutes, and it puffs up to a crunchy cracker-like texture that conforms to the space inside the little person. And so what that means then is that the dog knows there's something delicious in this thing, but that delicious treat does not fall out, it's wedged in there, so they just have to kind of gnaw and rasp away at the little Himalayan nugget. And the Himalayan nugget is actually a very dense form of cheese. It's yak and cow milk, salt and lime juice primarily. It's over 50% protein. So it's a fine thing for your puppy to eat. They're not gonna get large quantities of it at once, and it keeps them focused for quite a long time. So this is the first thing that's in our Occupied Puppy kit, and I think this is one of the best choices that you could make. So there's that. A similar choice is the Everlasting Treat Ball. And again, it's a like rubbery type device that has a very dense, very delicious edible cookie in there. And it's wedged in here in such a way that the dog is not going to be able to pop the cookie out. So they just have to work at it for a long time. The Star Mark company has training and behavior solutions for a lot of different applications. They were a dog training academy as their primary focus, so this has a lot of different sub-uses. The backside allows for a second cookie to be placed, so now you have a lot of Occupied Puppy, or there's actually a little X in here with a pocket that you could cram small soft treats in. And again, then you have your cookie, and I'm working on that, and then every once in a while a little soft treat falls out the back end of this, and that's fun too. So keeps your dog occupied with a variety of treat output, and the ball itself is fairly durable. Now once the cookie's gone, take the ball away because it will be less rigid without that cookie keeping it all together, and you don't want them to just chew the ball up by itself. But this is probably, for almost every breed I can think of, this is probably more than an hour of Occupied Puppy. So that's pretty darn good. And then of course you just get new cookies and you're set. The third thing that we have in our Occupied Puppy kit is a rubber ball that is designed to house a variety of types of treats. So you can literally take your dog's favorite treat and cram it in the ends or cram it in these little openings. You have a little spot for biscuits or stick-shaped treats. Or what a lot of people like to do, the kit also includes this all-natural dog-safe peanut butter with a little squeezy applicator. And so you can squeeze that into the various little ridges or openings and then freeze it. And then it's going to be a very cold, long-lasting thing that keeps your dog occupied. And it's just, you know, in this case, we're just using peanut butter. You can also use canned dog food. If If you've got some of the puppy canned dog food that it likes, you could put that in here and freeze it just the same way. You could also make kind of a mortar with some crunchy treats, some peanut butter, some canned dog food, wrap the whole thing in plastic wrap, freeze that whole thing. That would keep your puppy occupied for a really long time. So that's in here as well. So then, in addition to that notion, we also give you little gimmies in this kit, which are a soft, pliable treat. Very enticing to your puppy. And the deal with little gimmies is that they can pretty much fit, potentially, they will fit in both of these things. You can cram them into the little star slots, you could cram them into the back section here, and you know, they're just used synergistically with some of these other things as part of this assortment. This assortment also includes a 2-pack of the cookies for the Everlasting Treat Ball. So we have selected this assortment both for the function and the applicability. It will work for most puppies that we would send home. Most dogs that might be in people's homes can benefit from these items. And also customer feedback has said that these things have worked for a variety of people. So keeping your dog occupied is a huge priority for any puppy owner, and this assortment is available both in-store and off our website. If you have any questions, come into the store and talk to your pet counselor.